just talking about, during the break, we're talking about КЭЙТЛИN, and it's interesting because КЭЙТЛИN, who was Bruce, and was your stepfather, and years ago, how old were you? You walked in and saw him in women's clothing.
Yeah, when I was about 21 years old, and maybe when I was about 11 years old, I overheard my dad and his friends talking about Bruce cross-dressing, and I always thought he was just being a hater, like, you know, the new husband, and he was jealous and made this up. So I totally let it go, and I didn't think about it again. And then when I walked in, I never would have even known that that was Bruce dressed up, but like a flash of my dad talking.
Where in the house? Like
in the garage. I walked in, the garage was open, and I walked up, and to go to my bedroom, I was living with my mom at the time. I seemed like I always moved back in with her for whatever reason. It was like for 6 months I had moved in, and she was out of town visiting my grandma, and so he forgot that I had moved in, I guess, and was dressing up, and it immediately clicked, like, that is Bruce dressed up, and that's what my dad would always say. And I just ran in, and I was like shaking and crying, and I packed a bag so quick, ran out the front door, and called Courtney. And I said, you have no idea what I just walked in on with Bruce. And she said, you just caught him cheating. And I said, I wish. I don't even know what to say. We didn't know what it meant. So we went home, I went to her house, spent the weekend, and we Googled Oprah episodes, and a story about a transgender came on, and it still didn't register that he was transgender. We just thought that I don't even think he considered himself transgender.
Because there are people who dress up, and that's just what they're into. Yeah. And has КЭЙТЛИN met? Well, North is so young. Has North met КЭЙТЛIN?
Yes, I brought North over for Mother's Day. And I said no, was it Father's Day? It was Father's Day. And I called and I said, you're really inviting us over for Father's Day? Are you expecting a gift? You're not double dipping here. Are you Mother's Day or Father's Day? Like, you get one gift.
And do you think, do you have any idea, because КЭЙТLIN, if КЭЙTLIN brings a man home and introduces as a boyfriend or a woman home, and I mean, because Bruce was only with women his whole life. So it makes sense that she'd be with a woman, but
I've asked Bruce this question. It's like, Bruce, when he was Bruce, so I'm not disrespecting КЭЙTLIN by saying Bruce, but I've asked Bruce, were you, when the transition was about to happen, so does that mean you're a lesbian? And because you were with my mom for so many years and his ex-wives and whatever. And he said, no, I was a heterosexual male. And so I think I've asked recently, and I think the answer is just still, that's not where her mind wants to go. And everyone in life just deserves, no matter if we don't understand it, no matter if people think it's, you know, this crazy concept, it's not really for us to judge. If that's how КЭЙTLIN wants to live her life, then I support it, and I'm so happy for her, and I'll try to do whatever I can to make it an easy transition for the other family members.
It's how we should all feel about everybody.
Totally.
We should all support that way. That's beautiful.